Hey, hey. So, welcome back, Cancerians. We have got a little backdrop that has kind of a vacation vibe to it. Kind of like, when you stroll around an unfamiliar city and it's kind of romantic and you soak up the ambiance and maybe sit and relax and have dinner at a cafe. It's just so much more enjoyable. So, there's kind of like a low key adventure vibe going on. We have protecting treasure and metamorphosis for this story for starting out. So, wherever our character is at, things are changing. The change could be a little bit jarring, as change tends to be, even good change tends to be a little bit like, you know, um, it feels like someone is a little bit reluctant because they're saying, but what if as I go through a metamorphosis, what if I lose some really great part of what I already possess? But this is kind of asking a character to fully release and let go of what they know in order to perhaps evolve and become more. So let's say if this is about like a gentle adventure vibe, it doesn't feel very gentle. Okay, to be honest, it maybe it's going to be a lot more easy going, but a character is just like, no, I don't want to. Like what I'm picturing right now is me anytime I have to get a different cell phone. I hate buying new cell phones. I hate learning the new system. I hate it. It's not a big deal, right? But I just loathe it. And so I'm going to say, it could be a vibe along those lines. We have got Temperance, though, and we got the Queen of Cups. This, do you need to come up and say hello? You may come up, my love. Um, we may have like a gentle reminder from the angels or the guides or the universe saying, hey, let's not sweat it. Like, Cancerian, this is going to work out just fine. It's going to be balanced. You're going to discover that the changes are very welcome. Now, here we have somebody who's about to give birth to something new in their life, but they're sitting here in this beautiful energy of, the amethyst crystal throne. So there's really high vibrational energy, protection, um, whatever this change is. I mean, I could imagine that it would be exciting and scary to be giving birth to a baby. Your whole life's going to change. But we could apply that concept not even to having human children, but anything that we're about to have different in our life, a new job, retiring from a previous job. It's like, but what will my identity be? And it's like, that's the fun. You get to figure out how it's going to look. And trusting in the process is really important right now for this Cancerian. Trusting that there will be guidance along the way. It won't be so nerve wracking. This could be somebody who's about to have, like, maybe Monday is going to be a day where they're learning a new something, a new skill set at work, or they're going to, have something that changes in their life. And it could be seemingly small, but this character has been pretty stressed over it. I don't want this change. I don't want this change. But this says it's mostly because the fear of what will I lose in order to gain this new experience? And the universe says nothing. You're just going to find that there's a new balance, there's a new rounded energy. You'll have help along the way, signs and symbols, and the angels will be guiding you, and the transformation won't be scary after all. Hi, Diana. Hi, Dee Dee. So great to see you. We have got the Five of Cups sideways. We have the Seven of Wands upright. Okay, so in this transformation story, it might be that Cancerian is about to like close a chapter or make it so that someone cannot approach them again. And this could be someone who has already been trying to get back into Cancerian's life. They've been really bummed that maybe Cancerian is just about to close the door permanently on them and they don't like this. This kind of feels like maybe Cancerian is about to do something like very symbolic in saying like, okay, at this point in time, I release that X. I'm going to delete their phone number in my phone. I'm about to actually close this chapter, even though it's like, wow, I can't believe this. Or maybe Cancerian is like officially, signing divorce papers or something after having already been separated for a period of time. This is something that has already been brewing, but this feels like the final cutting of the ties, the final piece of liberty, the final sense of peace. But it's like, wow, it's going to be final. It appears that somebody is pretty sad and stressed out that they haven't been able to reach back into Cancerian's life. Five of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. The only thing is, we keep seeing them like, woe is me, right? The fives are cards of change, but I don't think this person made any changes and chose to take action, positive action. They just kept focusing on, wow, Cancerian doesn't like something that's been going on. I mean, let's say, for example, this would be a Cancerian who's like, I really am going to go ahead and quit working for this one company because I can't say I love the way I've been treated. And the company never bothered to change the way they were treating Cancerian. Oh, the boss was freaking out. They've been sad. They've been upset. I can't believe Cancerian is really not going to stay, or they aren't coming back from their vacation. They really are going to go ahead and just say, no, I'm not returning. It's weird how this person is so stressed out. They know what they're losing when they lose Cancerian. But other than them being super stressed, they aren't making the changes. If this is an ex who's like, oh my God, Cancerian's really cutting ties with me. Well, you can be up all night freaking out over it, but why didn't you try to change Cancerian's mind? Like that's what I would ask. Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. I kind of feel like they took for granted this idea that, well, Cancerian will always come back to me though. They will. We're soulmates. Mm. What's the Queen of Wands there for? What's the Queen of Wands? Queen of Swords. Okay, we got way too many queens going on in this situation. Let me get one more. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Let's say this is a work scenario. And let's say, for example, this is a boss who realizes Cancerian is really not going to continue to work at a place. They're like, but it was my dream team. I mean, I like these other two queens that work here as well, but I mean, Cancerian was my MVP, right? They were the most valuable player. They were the most important. They're only just now having this little flicker of like, wait a second. I wonder if I told them, you're the best one, you're the one I need the most. I wonder if that would change anything. This character seems to be, look, I can totally see why Cancerian would be leaving this situation because of the lackadaisical, kind of weird afterthought energy that they put forth. They really, really don't want to lose Cancerian, but at the same time, they kind of kept putting other people like on par with Cancerian that frankly shouldn't have been, because Cancerian was the genuine, like, this is a person I can't do without. So let's say this was not about work. Let's give a different scenario. And let's say that this was about relationship. Maybe this is a character, possibly a divine masculine, who was more concerned about their sister and their mother than about Cancerian. I'm only saying feminines because we have all queens going on and we have a masculine primarily that seems to be the one crying over losing Cancerian. But I think they're just now having this little inkling of, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should have told Cancerian that I really loved them. It's definitely, I can see why Cancerian's letting this situation go. Even though they're also afraid to do it. They're afraid to walk away from this. They're afraid to just transform beyond it. But this keeps saying, but it'll be better for Cancerian. They'll have more sense of peace. They'll be more at peace than constantly getting, well, what seems like the short end of the stick. Someone was giving far too much to other connections and not enough to Cancerian. But they don't want to lose Cancerian. They never have wanted to lose Cancerian. Cancerian is actually the person that they love or the person they most cherish or most admire. Yet they were giving, I would have said they were giving the least amount of genuine concern and priority to. Let's go back over to Cancerian. Universe, what's a message for Cancer in this story? King of Cups upright. My baby is ripping up something, and heaven help me, I hope it's a toy. with the King of Cups upright, this says, Cancerian, you're a Queen of Cups. You deserve to be with the King of Cups. You deserve to be with a person that really matches you. You're transforming, you're exiting a connection so that you can have this, a bond that is really meant for you, the person that is really meant for you, not somebody who for all this time could have done things different but didn't. Let me get one for just them. The Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords. You know, the universe says to them, they have delayed changing their circumstances. They have stayed stuck. They have not given their energy to Cancerian. They kept saying, someday I will, though, someday I will. It's just not the right time yet. But really, it's that they are continuously stuck. Even though they don't want to lose Cancerian, they still really have not been somebody that could stop giving to these other two feminines. They don't know how to do that. They're hoping in the 11th hour they could just say, you know, Cancerian, I really care about you. That's not enough. And I think that's what the universe is saying to Cancerian too. Like, no, baby, let go of this situation that hasn't been prioritizing you, because that's not your equal match. Your equal match is a hunk. Your equal match is up ahead, but you'd be missing out on them. You'd be just as stuck and not get a chance to meet them if you remain where you are, dealing with somebody who they themselves are stuck, right? It's like everybody gets stuck, or we can kind of disassemble this thing and let our Cancerian move forward. Tell me just a little bit more about that King of Cups that is up ahead for Cancerian. 10 of Cups. Heck yeah. Oh, this is a great message. Hey, Victoria Knox. This is a great message, and it's strong and it's happy. And you notice, yes, Cancerian does have to, hold on, I can't see very well in reverse. So forgive me that I'm like all fumbly when I try to touch a card because it's all opposite in the camera lens. But Cancerian needs to walk across the moat to get to the big happiness. They're on this side of the moat right now, and all they got to do is cross it. So really, this transformation, this change that they are going through, it's more about them surrendering what they knew in order to walk across the energetic bridge to something else. But in this story, it says the something else on the other side of the moat, that's where all the good stuff lives. That's where your King of Cups is. Let go of this person. There's a song by Etta James. It's something about like you're taking up another man's good space, and it's very much about like, you know, you got to get, because you're taking up another man's good space in my life, you know. Nine of Sacred Circles. The thought that might help Cancerian the most as they allow this ex to leave their life and to really be done with a complicated ex who never really could seem to get themselves unraveled from their family or from whomever they had to keep giving to. The thought that might help Cancerian the most in all of this to relax as they make this transformation is think about themselves. Number one, think about, what do they want internally? Like, what is it that I want? Who would I want to be with? What would really make me happy? What kind of a partner? What do I want my environment to feel like? And then what is the universe telling me? It's probably telling me that if the things I currently have don't actually match the things that I want, now it's easy to let it go. It is still kind of a leap of faith because Cancerian does not know that this is what's waiting up ahead for them. But it's not about thinking about what's up ahead. It's more thinking just for Cancerian's sake. Cancerian, what would you really like? You know you deserve a lot of really good things, right? What would your ideal life look like? Would it be this person? Would it be this situation? If Cancerian says, no, it doesn't make me happy, then that right there is enough of a reason to let it go. It's not even that, you know, let it go so then maybe you can meet somebody better. That's not the reason to let go. Let go because it's not good enough for you. The thing you're letting go of isn't good enough for what you deserve. If I think that'll empower this character more and allow them to let go of things that really don't work for them. And now they're really clear minded. And now they're saying, yeah, I'm doing this for me because I'm worth more. And I think that vibe is going to be really helpful also, because when Cancerian meets this, which I think this King of Cups shows up real fast for Cancerian, they'll be in a vibe of like, yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I wanted. This is what I do deserve. Somebody loving, emotionally available, somebody who matches me, somebody that I want to make them happy and they want to make me happy. Somebody that's focused on me and I on them. I think that's such a good headspace for our character to get themselves into for the success of all of this. Hi, did you do many bad things? I heard you tearing at some items. What did you tear at? Am I going to discover that you've ripped up one of Mommy's tops? I hope not. My doggy is here, and I do need to go and inspect whatever casualty I may have had. He doesn't rip stuff up, other than he does really like boxes and like cardboard and paper. But I heard him going to town on something, and for the life of me, I can't figure out what it would have been. I think I did leave a box sitting somewhere from a package delivery. I hope that's what it is. Guys, I'm going to go check. Take care. Thank you for being here. Lots of love, you guys. Bye.